Boy, am I excited for this video. This one is going to be big. What's up, guys? It's your boy Jordan back with another video. And look, I know there are a lot of you who watch my videos that have e-commerce businesses and have everything up and going, and that's great, but I'm 100% sure that a good percentage of my viewers actually have yet to take the first step to even starting their store. And this is something that really hurts me to know. There are people out there that will just consume content all day long but will never take action. And I think one of the main reasons for this is that they don't necessarily have a roadmap or some type of guidance to follow as to what are the first steps to get everything up and going. And that is exactly what I'm going to be covering in this video. So in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys exactly what I would do if I was starting over my e-commerce journey from day one. And I'm going to break it down into two different scenarios. I'm going to share if I was starting with no money, like I did, and if I was starting with a budget. What's the best path to take in these two areas? So this video is going to be huge, and I'm so excited to jump into my computer and break this stuff down for you guys. If you like the quality of my content, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. Thank you to everyone who's been subscribing recently. I really appreciate you, and welcome to the family. Also, if you're interested, I have a free Facebook group where you can join and network with other e-commerce entrepreneurs. It's a great community and we would love to have you. But enough talking. I know you guys are ready for this content, so let's get right into it. All right, so we're here, and now I'm going to break down, like I said, two different things. I want to first talk about if I was starting with no money at all, kind of like I did, but an improved version of what I did, because now I know from the mistakes that I made, and also if I was starting with a budget to work with. So firstly, let's talk about no money. All right, so when I first started out, I started with about $500 to test and do everything. And what happens is I burnt through that money extremely quickly. And after I burnt through that whole budget, I was pretty much stuck. There was absolutely nothing I could do. There was no more products I could test, and I had no money coming in. So it was like game over. A lot of people will hit that point and be like, oh, well, that's it. That's the business. It didn't work out for me. This is not the right way to do it. The first thing that you should be doing if you have no money and are trying to build a business is establish a source of side income. Establish a source. Wow, I can't spell today. All right. What do I mean by this? It's pretty self-explanatory by the title, but to build a business, you need capital. I learned this the hard way. You can start a business without money, and you can attempt to build the business without money, but it's going to be so much more difficult for you along the road, especially once you start scaling. That limited budget is going to hurt you badly. So the first thing you should do is figure out a source of side income. And I have two good suggestions for you guys, real easy stuff. So the first one, get a job. Wow. So revolutionary, I know, but a lot of you guys are entrepreneurs and you're heavy set on, I want to be an entrepreneur so I could never get a job and never work for somebody else. And I feel you. I feel you. I'm the exact same way. But guess what? If you're dead broke and you need money to start a business, just go get a job and look at that job as a means to an end. Work at your job from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. I don't even know regular work hours. I guess 9 to 5 would be the right thing. Work at your job, make some money, and then come home and use that money to build your business. Also, the job is going to piss you off. You're going to typically hate working that job at Chipotle or Starbucks, and you're going to be able to use that as extra motivation to push you forward. So the first thing I would say in terms of side income is get a job. But what I did, and this is something I would more recommend, it's a longer route. It takes a little bit longer, but is much more beneficial, is to sell a service or skill. So you need to have something that you're good at that you can provide to the market. So for example, for me, it was video editing. I was doing video editing for other e-commerce businesses that were trying to make Facebook ads because I knew how to do it. And with this, I was able to bring in about $200 a week. Now, with the money I make now, that's not that much. But when I was first starting out, $200 a week was enough money to test enough products each week to kind of keep the gears going. So If you're just starting out and you don't want to get a job and you need to figure out a skill, just go on YouTube and figure something out. When I learned video editing like 5 years ago, I learned it 100% on YouTube. So that's the first thing I would say above anything else if you're starting with no money, is to establish a source of income, because without money, it's going to be so difficult for you to get the business up and running. All right, so after you've got your like money established and you got your income set up, you need to figure out a strategy. So develop a strategy. A lot of a lot of people jump into this game, or most businesses, without a proper strategy. And I'm not telling you that you need to have step by step everything that you're gonna do for the next 8 months. No. What I'm telling you is you need to have a game plan as to what you need to be doing to produce the results that you want to get at. So for me, when I was just starting out with no money, my goal initially was to make $10,000 a month revenue with my store. Okay, so firstly, I set a goal, and then after I set that goal, I figured out how can I possibly get to this level. So what did I do? I said, okay, for me to get to this goal with the budget that I have, I need to test 3 products a week. So example, I'll put test 3 products a week. And then the other piece to the puzzle is the method that you're using to test the products. So using X method. I don't know whose method you're going to follow exactly. Mine still works, so you could give it a try. There's a ton of other YouTubers as well that you could follow. But yeah, that's what I would say. So you need to set a goal of where you would try to be, and you need to say, okay, I'm going to test 3 products using this method. So this is the bare bones stuff, but it is so important. First thing you need to do, figure out your income. Second thing you need to do is develop your strategy. Now, the third thing we're going to talk about is how to find that proper strategy when you're just first getting started out. And the thing is, when you're first getting going and you have no money, you're not going to be able to afford a mentor, and you're not going to be able to afford a course. And that's what it was for me. So how can you possibly figure out what to do? Well, it's quite easy nowadays. So I'll put up here how to figure out the proper strategy. Firstly, Facebook groups. I cannot tell you guys how much value I have gained from using Facebook groups to take that information and be able to apply it. There are people that will just give away their strategy straight up in the Facebook groups, and you can take that stuff and you can improve upon it and you'll be good to go. Second thing you can do is YouTube. There are lots of people out there putting videos, and a lot of the videos necessarily don't cover the specifics. I have videos covering the specifics, so you can check those out, like the Facebook blueprint and these type of things. But yeah, you need to figure out the proper strategy. So that's basically the first things that I would do if I was starting out with no money. And it seems like it's oversimplified, but it's really not if you break all this stuff down, because once you've got income coming in, this allows you to have the freedom to figure out what you want to do. Once you develop the strategy or the goals that you need to get to, then it's just a matter of how do we do this, and then doing it every single day until you achieve the results that you get at. So seriously, this right here is going to be enough for you to go out there and start taking action and making moves within your business with no money. All right, so what if you're starting with a budget? Well, honestly, I would also say, unless it's like a really big budget, maybe you do want to have some side income as well. I'm not going to put this point here, but I just want to share it. Maybe you do want to have some side income as well, just because it's going to make it easier, and you're going to be able to use, let's say you got $5,000, you're going to be able to use that $5,000, and you're not going to be emotionally attached to it because you have more money coming in. If that's your last $5,000, a lot of times you're going to see some spend on ads and be like, oh, I don't want to lose my money, but you can't be that way. So if I was starting out with a budget, if I'm being 100% real with you guys, one of the first things I would go out and do is either enroll in a course or work with a mentor. Now, that's not what I did to build my business, but the only reason why is because I could not afford it. If you're really having a little bit of money to work with, it's not a bad idea to reach out to somebody and work with them one-on-one, or get into a course, because that is going to X out these right here completely. Like, you won't even need to do 2 and 3 because you're going to be handed over a strategy for you to take and implement. And for me, this is probably one of the best things because it's going to save you a lot of time, and it's going to give you that freedom to just dive right in and start applying the knowledge right away. So if I was starting with a budget, I would work with a course or with a mentor. And just to shamelessly plug my own course, I do have what's called the 0 to 100 program. Basically, you get help from me one-on-one. You get access to a private group. You get hours of content, and I even send you 20 products a week for you to test. So I'm not going to pitch it anymore, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. All right, so once you have your strategy set out, it's pretty much the same thing. I would say develop a strategy, but once you have your strategy test out, you have to test aggressively. So develop a strategy and test aggressively. You see, when you're just starting out with no money, it's much more difficult for you to test like this. And when I say test aggressively, I'm going to go into this a little bit more in depth shortly. But when you're just starting out, you have to be a little hesitant to what money you put where. You can't be testing 10, 20 products a week. Like when I was starting, I had to test about 3 products a week because that's all I could afford. So with this, when you're starting with a little bit more money, you can feel free to test more aggressively. So when it comes to testing aggressively, if I don't want to give like a number of products to test in general, but I will say if you're starting a general store, I would say test about 10 products a week. That's very manageable, especially if you have a budget and not a job and you have all your time to devote to your business. 10 products a week is nothing. That's 2 products a day. If you're just starting out, it's just a couple hours a day. So 10 products a week minimum. And you would be able to find success so much faster than a lot of other people because you're testing a ton of different variables. And for me, it's like every 1 in 15 products I'll test, 1 will pop off and I'll get a good amount of sales. So if you're able to take a good strategy, implement that strategy, and test a bunch of products, you'll be able to make it work. And then if you're on a niche store, same thing. But spend a little bit more money and time into research and building out a proper team. Last thing I would do, and I'm going to piggyback off of what I just said, if I was starting out with a budget, to be honest, I would probably work on building a team right out of the gate, or at least putting together some type of structure right out of the gate. So building a team out of the gate. Basically, I would hire out for the tasks that take me a really long time. So I would probably hire out a video editor almost immediately. Not me personally, but I know a lot of people struggle with video editing, and I've worked with a lot of people one-on-one, and they tell me that's one of the things that takes them the longest. So I'll probably hire out somebody for video editing and for page descriptions. And if you do this when you're starting with a budget, it's going to free up your time significantly so you can focus on improving the business itself and on launching the ads. So that's pretty much a full wrap up of what I would do if I had to restart my e-commerce journey all the way from the start. If I had no money, I would get some money. I would figure out some type of income stream. I would develop my strategy, and I would set a goal based around that strategy. And then to find the right strategy, I would use Facebook groups and I would use YouTube videos. If I was starting with a budget, I would almost immediately get into a course or work with a mentor one-on-one. I would use their strategy. I don't want to say develop a strategy. I would use and improve upon their strategy. Use and improve their strategy. And test it aggressively. So for example, I put general store 10 products a week. And then also I would try to build a team as soon as possible so you can make it a more legitimate business in a timely fashion. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was pretty much a full breakdown. So if you guys liked it, give me a thumbs up and drop in the comments maybe what point you're at with your e-commerce business. Are you just getting started? Are you doing them 6-figure months? Are you doing $1 million a month? I don't know who's watching my video. So I would love to hear about your guys' progress. And thank you for sticking all the way around to the end. I have more videos on the way and I'm excited to bring them to you guys. So that's all I have for this one, but stay tuned.